Good evening, I'm Chris Glover. Tonight, 3 teens are facing charges in 2 separate pellet gun shootings at Toronto schools.
School is somewhere you're supposed to feel safe.
A student was in the school and she was shot with a pellet gun.
It comes after last week's fatal police shooting of a man armed with a pellet gun near an East End school. Plus, a new charge against Jacob Hogard surfaces as he now awaits a verdict in his sex assault trial. And
together we can fix what's broken.
The cost of everything that we count on has gone upward.
Greens have punched well above our weight at Queen's Park.
with time running down on the campaign, we're tracking the leaders as they make their final pitches to voters. But first, to the 3 students facing charges tonight after 2 separate shootings at Toronto high schools, both involving pellet guns. Greg Ross joins us live tonight from one of the schools, Weston Collegiate. Greg, what is the latest that we're learning about these incidents?
Tonight, a warning from Metrolinx after a close call on the train tracks.
So normally we can't release these close call videos because the people don't survive.
Now, the kids here did survive, but just narrowly as a GO train comes rumbling towards them. Metrolinx releasing the video to warn people about the dangers of trespassing. Plus,
You feel dismissed. You feel that this is exactly what we are crying for, equity.
the Aurora Black Community Association is upset at the town's leadership after the town's mayor skipped a vigil held in honor of the victims of the Buffalo mass shooting. Plus,
I kind of have lost faith and the ability to trust this industry.
a Toronto plastic surgeon is no longer allowed to practice in Ontario for now after accusations of botched surgeries, malpractice, and disappearing with patients' money. Good evening, I'm Kelda Yoon. We begin tonight with that shocking video of 3 kids who narrowly escaped being hit by a GO train while walking along the train tracks. And Metrolinx releasing the video as a warning about the dangers of trespassing on railway tracks, saying it happens often, sometimes with deadly consequences. Ali Chiasson has more.
I'm Shannon Martin. Tonight, it's the final push before the big vote next week, but the Ontario NDP hit another snag on the campaign trail.
I don't know what spirits in the world are preventing me from getting up north.
Why Andrea Horvath had to cancel a tour of the north again, plus the push from other parties to woo voters. And the science behind a song, we break down Doug Ford's Get It Done campaign tune. And 1 week after a storm tore through Ontario, killing 10 people, cleanup continues and some are still without power.
This is CBC Saturday News.
The NDP was supposed to be touring across northern Ontario, but once again, things hit a bit of a snag. Lorenda Redekop is traveling with the party this weekend and has more. I'm Shannon Martin. A verdict tonight in the sex assault trial of Canadian singer Jacob Hogard. After 6 days of deliberation and many questions for the judge, a jury finds Hogard guilty of sexually assaulting an Ottawa woman, but he was acquitted of the same charge against a teenage fan.
Hopefully we get justice tomorrow.
2 survivors of sexual assault share their long journey to justice ahead of a critical court day tomorrow.
The grief is overwhelming.
Painful memories and pushing for change 1 year after a London, Ontario family was killed in a hate-motivated attack.
This is CBC Late Night News.
Thanks for joining us tonight. The former lead singer of Headley, Jacob Hogard, has now been convicted of 1 count of sexual assault causing bodily harm. He's also been acquitted of a similar count and acquitted of 1 other charge. As Susanna De Silva shows us, the verdict tonight comes after the jury repeatedly told the judge they were deadlocked.
Thanks, Neil. It's Monday, May 30th. I'm Asmana Alpha. This is Metro Morning. There's been a lot of talk of housing affordability on the campaign trail to the provincial election. But a lot of that talk has been about those who are looking to purchase homes. What about renters? About a third of Ontarians rent, and the cost of rent is once again surging. Well, coming up in this hour, political economist Ricardo Tranjan will join us to break down what party leaders are promising. That's coming up right here on Metro Morning. Jennifer Allen's here now with a look at traffic. Good morning.
The following is an original CBC presentation.
Welcome to Art Toronto. I'm Shannon Martin. A first-of-its-kind event is taking place this week. It's called Indigenous Grooves. It comes just at the start of National Indigenous History Month, and it's being organized by Fab Collab. We had a chance to meet with the co-curators for a preview.